Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Knight Ryker here. Thank you for tuning in. So first thing first, as the title suggests, we'll be retiring the Knight Ryker channel name. And I know a lot of people, think it's a cool name. Some people think it's a cheesy name. It's a name that I came up with in about a couple of minutes before opening up the channel. I'm a 80s baby. Born in the late 70s but grew up in the 80s, so one of our favorite shows back then for me was the Knight Rider, and so this was kind of like a play on that, and kind of short, not so much future thinking. So I just quickly named the channel, started up, bought a Ryker, and boom. And then now I'm thinking, for the longevity of the channel, the future of the channel, I'm always not gonna have a Ryker, obviously. So one of my dream bikes is a Goldwing, and I love Harleys. I've owned Harleys, and I also like the new Spider RT Limiteds. I think they're beautiful bikes. So I could go either route in the future, and I just want to future-proof the channel rather than having it named the Knight Ryker and just have to do with Rykers. I wanted to have a name where it's just open to any kind of moto vlogs, right? So I will be changing the channel name very soon. Although, I wouldn't mind getting your help. I have a couple of names in mind already. One of them is just keeping it simple as Zia's Moto Vlogs, and I have one more in mind. But what I want to do is kind of throw a contest out there, and just throw down some name suggestions at the bottom. And if I like your name, if I choose the channel name, then the winner of that will get a $100 gift card from Cycle Gear. So if I end up choosing your name for the channel, you'll get a $100 gift card from Cycle Gear from me. Now, if let's say if I don't choose any name suggested by you guys, then what I will do is I will take all the names. Anybody who suggested a channel name, I'll take your names, put them in a raffle and draw a name, and then just do a giveaway of the $100 gift card. So either way, I'm going to be giving out a $100 Cycle Gear gift card. So just wanted to throw that out there. Just want to kind of future-proof the channel. So I just want to go ahead and make that change now once, and then not have to do it again in the future. So like I mentioned, I've already got one name in mind, which is just a simple name, and it's going to be Zia's Moto Vlogs. So that's one name that I had in mind. I have another one in mind as well. If I don't choose one of your names, I'll just do a giveaway of that $100 gift card. So that's where the channel is going to be headed. Everything's going to remain the same. We're going to change the channel name. So and then I'll probably have to seek out somebody to help me with the logo. So moving on to the second part of the video is the Florida trip we took. So as you know, if you haven't seen those videos, please go ahead, watch the videos. There are 5 videos. We were there 5 days. Well, the trip was 5 days total. We were in Miami 3 days. 1 day going there, 1 day coming back. So we hung out with Beth, a whole lot of fun. She's amazing. I'm sure every one of you are subscribed to her. If not, please go and check out her channel, Ryker Rides. We met up with Chris from Jupiter, and made a new friend. So I look forward to him coming down to Atlanta pretty soon, and we're gonna hang out with him. Also met up with Daniel, and hope to hang out with him in Atlanta as well. So it was such a beautiful trip. I mean, the worst part of the trip was leaving. so it was literally I believe 25 or 4, I can't remember. It was in the low 20s, that's for sure. And it was really tough. It was really tough. I mean, Brian had the Goldwing, so he had heated grips. On the Ryker, you don't have anything. So it was really tough. My old bike had heated grips, and they really helped. I know a couple of YouTubers out there have put some generic heated grips on there, and they work pretty good, but I haven't done that. As far as the Ryker goes, I was surprised. I gotta tell you, I was so surprised on how comfortable the Ryker was. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting halfway to Miami, I would have to tell Brian, like, Brian, I'm tired, you know, or my butt is sore. I need to take a break, or we just need to hang out for an hour and then go. But no, it wasn't like that. I was pretty surprised, and you know what? It's not going to be the same for everybody. A lot of that has to do with your personal tolerance level of pain and how long you've been riding, how used to it, or you know, how used to are you on being on a saddle for long periods of time. So you know, I've been riding for my first motorcycle that I purchased was in what was it? Sorry, it was in 2004. So that my first motorcycle was a CBR 600 F4i. It was a sports bike, and I've been riding before then, but my first ever bike was in 2004. So I've been riding since then, different bikes, you know. So I guess my behind is used to riding certain distances. So and sitting on uncomfortable seats. So everybody's tolerance level is going to be different. But I was very impressed on how comfortable the Ryker was for me, the rally model, because you know the rally model. The stock seats are crap in my opinion, but these are very cushy compared to other motorcycles, other brands, and the rally seat is about a half an inch thicker if you compare side by side, and then pair that with the Airhawk cushion. I was comfy. I mean, on the way down there we took longer breaks because of the cold, but we took on average 15-minute breaks and we were good. You know, for lunch we stayed probably 30-45 minutes or something like that, or even an hour. But comfort wise, I was impressed. What I missed was heated grips, obviously, because it was December, end of December, last week of December I believe, and it was cold. What else did I miss as far as comfort goes? What did I not miss? I did miss was a cruise control. So this is a ride-by-wire, and I get it, to save money they were never going to put cruise control on this bike, but what I have is an Atlas throttle lock, and I love it. This throttle lock I had on my old bike. I took it off, put it on this one, and to me it works great. It is just a throttle lock. It's not a cruise control. It will not adjust the speed. You know, as you go up or down, the speed will change on you, so you have to be aware of that. So it is just a throttle lock. It's no different than if you were to keep your hand on the throttle and keep it at that position, and you go up and down, it'll act the same way. So there's no difference. It's not a cruise control, but that tremendously helped me not get cramps in my arm. Or you can have like a cramp buster, that's fine, but throttle lock at least gets me to, you know, take my arm off the throttle, hand off the throttle, and just kind of, you know, let my arm hang down for a little bit. So that was a must for me, and I'm glad I had that. Otherwise, I don't know, I think my hand would have cramped up, arm would have cramped up quite a bit. So throttle lock was great. My windshield really helped. And here's the thing, a lot of people rock with, you know, they don't prefer a windshield, they rock without it, and that's fine. This is actually my first windshield I've ever put on a bike. Every bike I've had no windshields. Well, windshield enough that will help with the with cruising and air not hitting your helmet, nothing like that. So without this, my shoulders and body would have been quite more fatigued. So and it doesn't matter, I'm not pushing one brand or the other. I'm just saying you need to have a nice windshield, because when you're going 700 miles or longer or shorter or whatever, constantly that wind hitting you on the highway, if you're going to do a highway trip in one go. We could have done back roads, but then we would have never gotten there in one day. So it will fatigue. The wind will keep hitting your shoulders and body, and you will get fatigued and tired more. So unless you're only planning on taking the long trips through back roads, you know, you need a windshield. So a good windshield is a must, and the windshield I had was amazing. So that added to the comfort of riding down there. So as far as the comfort goes, I was very impressed with the Ryker. So good marks there for Can-Am. What else? Gas mileage. I have my notes there. I was looking at my notes. So gas mileage suffered. You know, as it is, gas mileage is not very good. When you're riding on the highway, you get maybe 30. Some people get more, some people get less. I can always, if I commute to work, come back, go commute to work, I can always get around 140 to 150 miles, let's put it this way, on average per tank, 5-gallon tank. If we're doing a back roads ride, it'll probably go up to 160. I've even gotten 100 and I think I've gotten close to 170, but not touched 170. So, but on this trip, we were doing 85 miles per hour throughout. And of course that takes a hit on any motorcycle, any car, even whatever. So my gas mileage average was about 25 miles per gallon. And per tank, 5-gallon tank, we would fill it up, zero it out. Per tank, I would get anywhere from 125 to 130 miles per tank, which, considering on normal I would get 150, it's not bad. Losing 20 miles on a tank is not bad when you're constantly doing 85 miles an hour on the highway. So this is what we were doing. We were doing tank to tank, fill to empty stops. We weren't stopping in the middle. So we would fill up a tank and ride. And I was a handicap, obviously, right? So Brian was on a gold wing. His gold wing can do anywhere from 200 to 240, if not more miles, on a tank. But that was a good thing as well. So we would ride 120, 130 miles. That would take about an hour and a half, maybe, and that would be a good solid ride. We'd stop for 10, 15 minutes, gas up, fuel up the bikes and the body, and then hit the road again. So mileage was around 25 miles per gallon average, which is horrible for a bike. But, you've got 3 wheels, you got a lot of weight lugging around. It's only a 900cc. So yeah, gas mileage is going to take a hit on the highway. But it worked out well because every 120, 30 miles, it would be about an hour and a half. We would stop, we would take a break. So it worked out great. You need a break anyway. I mean, it's going to be tough riding more than an hour and a half on a Ryker anyway. So gas mileage obviously took a hit. As far as luggage goes, I've got a video out on packing and setting up the bike. I was very impressed. This cheap Wild Heart brand dry bag that I purchased from Amazon, I think it was like 70 bucks or something. It worked out perfect. But what helped was that I purchased a link rack, and the link rack has these slits, and your tie downs went perfectly through the slits, and it was perfect. It worked out great. And then I had my top case link bag just kind of bungeed on top of the not bungeed, but I had it tied up on top of the dry bag. So whenever I get to Florida, when I got to Florida, I just took the big luggage bag to the hotel room and then just kept my little top case on there. And so the luggage, I was impressed. With the link rack, I could have actually put another bag on top and it would have been fine, because with the Rally you can also adjust your dampening of the shocks. So I had it set to like 3 or 2. I think I had it set to 2. Normally I just keep it on 1, and I had no issues. Never got close to bottoming out. Never felt the suspension was hard or too soft or too nothing. It was like perfect. Like that porridge story. It was the perfect porridge, perfect temperature. So it was a perfect ride and everything. So that's why I was saying that the Rally I thought would be a tough trip down there, but I was very impressed. For what it is, it is not meant as a long tour bike. What helped was the 3 wheels obviously helped, because the one thing you don't have to worry about is balancing the bike, which, to be honest with you, adds to the comfort of riding a 3-wheeler. And compare that with a couple of little accessories that I purchased, the windshield, the air hog, and not to mention the hand guards are there, but the deflectors, you can get the deflectors I have, the wind deflectors are from Can-Am website. So you can go to the website and order them, or go to any of your local Can-Am dealerships and order it through there. They're like 70, 80 bucks for the pair. So those helped to an extent. But being that it was so cold, obviously, the cold's gonna win eventually. So even the gloves I had, those $25 Amazon gloves that I bought, worked great to a point. After that, my hands were freezing. You do need some heated gear if you don't have any kind of heated grips or anything. You do need heated gear. But as far as the trip goes, it was great. I mean, my butt wasn't sore the next day or throughout the trip. The trip was beautiful because the weather there was like in the upper 70s, and it was just a blast. And then on the way back, I felt like, because the weather was great on the way back, our trip kind of it seemed like our trip was, went through pretty quickly compared to when we were going there. It took us about 12 and a half, if not more, hours to get there. And then on the way back, it would have taken us about 10 or 10 and a half. But because of the accident, there was an accident or some sort of construction downtown, we wasted another hour. And it took us about 11 or 11, somewhere around 11 hours to come back. Otherwise, it would have been closer to 10. So it kind of went by very quick because the weather was warmer. Everything worked great, and but our butts were a little sore on the way back because we've been riding about 400 or 500 miles in Miami. So, but anyway, I just wanted to bring you this quick video. I was trying to make it short, but anyway, we're gonna be approaching close to 17 minutes. But yeah, so the trip was great. Get out there, don't be afraid. Get a couple of accessories to make you comfortable and go out on a long ride. You'll enjoy it, you'll love it. But yeah, so coming back to the channel name, looking forward to all the recommendations. The winner will get, if I choose the name that you recommended, you'll get a $100 gift card from Cycle Gear. If I don't choose any of the names, then what I will do is just do a raffle draw and pick a name out of everybody who suggests anything, and somebody is going to win that $100 gift card, that's for sure. So hopefully that'll help with your whatever accessory you're looking to buy, or helmet or whatever. So the name that I'm thinking is pretty simple. It's Zia's Moto Vlogs. That's it. The other name that I was thinking was Right About Now. So I thought that was pretty cool. It just kind of came to me, Right About Now. Kind of like, ride about now. We're going on some trip, some ride, whatever. So those are the two I had in mind. But if you guys have something different, I'd love to see what you guys come up with and pick a winner. So thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the Florida trip videos. If you haven't seen it, please go ahead and watch those videos. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. There were at least 150-60 clips that I had to condense down to under 30 minutes per video. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions about the trip or anything in particular you want to find out, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to answer it. So thanks a lot. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe. Until next time, be safe.